Columbia officials have approved a plat of land for the Central Missouri Humane Society after originally saying it would not fit into the city's comprehensive plan. The Central Missouri Humane Society was requesting a nearly 19-acre site on Brown School Road off Route 763 for a new shelter. However, City Development Services staff had recommended the Planning and Zoning Commission reject this request. Tonight, our ABC 17's Mitchell Kaminsky joins us live from City Hall, where a public hearing was held. Mitchell, in the last hour and a half, the commission held its unanimous vote.
Megan, despite city staff recommending to deny the request, the commission went ahead and voted 6-0 in favor of it. Now, the holdup was not necessarily about giving them the land, but rather what designation it would be under zoning. In the Humane Society, they wanted a new shelter because the current one was built in 1976. Humane Society's Associate Director, Michelle Casey, tells me that the current shelter is crumbling in on them and it no longer suits the community's current or future needs.
Tonight, members of the Humane Society pled their case for a new shelter. They argue the current shelter is falling apart, lacks AC, and continues to get worse by the day. However, the commission had several concerns about the project.
Behind me is the land that the Humane Society requested to build on, and as you can see, it's right next to a house. The proposed zoning would require intense commercial development that would cross over into the residential area.
Because of this, and the fact the land is outside the city limits, the commission was hesitant to support the request. However, Crockett Engineering, who submitted the request on behalf of the shelter, says they have the support of the neighbors.
You can see here tonight that I believe that, I don't want to speak for everybody, but I believe most of the folks in the crowd tonight are in support of this development. I don't think we have any opposition here tonight.
Columbia's Development Services Manager, Patrick Zenner, wrote in an email to ABC 17 News that an alternative zoning designation known as a mixed-use neighborhood would align more with the city's comprehensive plan, be compatible for the surrounding residential areas, and accommodate the space needed by the Humane Society.
The land is currently designated as under zoning as residential. The city was willing to give them the land, but they wanted it designated under a mixed-use neighborhood. However, the Humane Society did not want that designation. Instead, they wanted a mixed-use corridor, which would allow for future potential development. They said tonight that their goal is to build some sort of campus around that shelter that would include a veterinarian, a groomer, and other resources for the animals. The city was kind of concerned because while they thought their intentions were good, giving them that designation would also open the door for other people who might not have as good intentions to develop stuff on that land. However, after listening to the presentation, they decided to vote in favor of it. Reporting live in Columbia, Mitchell Kaminsky, ABC 17 News.
Mitchell, thank you. Now, during that meeting, a spokesperson for the Humane Society said its goal is to break ground on a new facility this year.